Hello my friends, it's Mujiba here. In this video I'm going to go through my stocks portfolio and show you some of the stocks that I'm holding. My stocks portfolio is on Trading 212 and I'm holding stock in Admiral Group. So with this one I own around 3.5 shares at a value of £93.40, and I've gone into the red in this one, minus £6.10. And if we look at some of the financials, Admiral Group is not doing too bad in 2023. So if you look at 2022, the operating profit is 493.5 million. And so far in 2023, it's 489.7 million. And they've been paying out a dividend of 2.6%. So with this one, I'm going to hold this stock. I'm not going to sell it, even though I'm in the red in this one. I'm going to still hold this stock. And this is one I bought recently, Airbnb. I own around 4.6 shares in this at a value of £504.40. Around £504 is fluctuating at the moment because I'm live on the UK stock trading session at the moment, so it's going up and down. The prices are changing all the time. So I'd say about £504. And so far I've made a gain on this one. I'll hold this for a while, see how it goes with this. So they're not paying out any dividends. So I'm holding this as a growth stock. And the next one is AstraZeneca. With this one, I've gone into the negative, and I own 0.2 of a share in this one, a value of £22.60. They pay a dividend of 1.36%. I'm going to continue holding this, as I want to build up my dividend paying stock portfolio as well. And the next one is Aviva. They're in the insurance market. Okay, I made a slight gain on this one, and I own just over 20 shares on this at a value of just over £100. And Aviva pay a dividend of 7.96%, which is a quite high dividend. So I'll hold on to this. And I've invested into BAE Systems as well. And I'm in the negative on this one. I own 7.75 shares at a value of £97.43. And BAE Systems pay a dividend of 4.46%. I'll continue holding this, And the next one is Bloomsbury Publishing. I own 3.6 shares in this at a value of £24.88. And this one has just stayed, no returns on this yet. They pay a dividend of 2.27%, so I'll continue holding this. And the next one is BP. This one's in the red. I own 24.45 shares in this. And they pay a dividend of 6.55%. So I'll hold my shares in BP for the time being. And the next one is British American Tobacco. I own 3.72 shares in British American Tobacco at a value of £110.13. And this one's giving me a good return, 10.68% return. And they also pay a good dividend, a dividend of 7.96%. So I'll hold this for a while. And the next one is an American stock, US stock, Broadcom. I'm in the red on this one, but I hold this for a while. And they pay dividends as well. They pay dividend of 1.26%. It's not high dividend, but it's more of a growth stock. Okay, and the next one is a BYD, which is a electric car manufacturer from China. With this one, I'm in the negative. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind on this one. I'm going to hold it for a bit, but I don't know about this Chinese stock. They pay a dividend of 1.1%. I'm going to hold it for a while. It looks like their operating profit is going up. So yeah, let's see what happens with this. And the next one is Centrica, which is a UK energy stock. And this one, I hold just around 83 shares in Centrica at a value of £108.17. And this is giving me a return of 8.71%, which is pretty good. And they also pay a dividend of 3.2%. Okay, next one is a Cloudflare, which is a US based stock. And this one is giving me a return of 18.29%, which is pretty impressive. I'll hold on to this. They don't pay any dividends, but this is a growth stock. And this one, next one is Coca-Cola HBC, which is a Coca-Cola bottling company. And this one's giving me a return of 4.88%, and I hold 0.92 shares in this at a value of £26.22. And they pay a dividend of 2.79%. So I'll hold this for a while. And the next one is another US stock, CrowdStrike. Okay, this one's given me a return of 15.6%, and I own 0.21 shares in this at a value of £57.72. And this doesn't pay any dividend yet, but I'm holding this as a growth stock. And this one was gifted to me by Trading212 because someone joined Trading212 using my referral link. Deutsche Lufthansa, which is a airline. So with this one, I own 2.28 shares at a value of £12.19, and it's giving me a return of 1.58%. I'll hold this for a while. Let's see where it goes with this. So they pay a dividend of 4.68%. Okay, next one is Greencoat UK Wind, which is a they make electricity using wind power in the UK. So I've gone into the negative with this one, but I'll still carry on holding this. I've got 76.18 shares in this at a value of £96.61. They pay a dividend of 8.61%, which is quite a high dividend. I'll continue holding this. Next one is GSK. And I've gone into the negative on this one. I own 6.89 shares in this at a value of £92.91. And they pay a dividend of 4.52%. I'll continue holding this. And next one is HAECO. And I own 0.51 shares in this at a value of £109.82, and this is giving me a return of 9.98%. Okay, they pay a slight dividend, 0.08%. I'll hold this for a while. And the next one is IG Group. And I own 10.77 shares in IG Group at a value of £102.81, and this is giving me a return of 3.33%. And they pay a dividend of 4.84%. I'll continue holding my stock in IG Group. And next one is Imperial Brands. Imperial Brands, I own 4.98 shares in Imperial Brands at a value of £127.39. And this has given me a return of 12.81%. And they pay a dividend of 5.91%. I'll continue holding these. The next one is Jet2. Jet2, I own 1.78 shares in Jet2 at a value of £28.21. And they've given me a return of 12.84%. And they pay a small dividend of 0.93%. I'll carry on holding this. And next one is Legal & General. They're in the insurance market. I own 88.80 shares in Legal & General at a value of £199 and 1 pence. This one's in the green slightly. Okay, and if we look at the dividend, they pay a dividend of 9.19%, which is a really high dividend. I'll continue holding this, Legal & General. Next one is Lloyds Banking Group. This one has gone into the negative quite a bit, 10.36% in the red. Lloyds Group, and I own 167.68 shares at a value of £89 and 24 pence. And Lloyds Group pay a dividend of 5.44%. I'll continue holding this. Next one I've invested in is a UK-based defence stock, Lockheed Martin, and this one has actually gone into the red by 1.93%. I own 0.96 shares at a value of £395 and 67 pence. I'll continue holding this for the time being. And if we look at the dividends, they pay a dividend of 2.45%. And if we look at their operating profit, it's increasing, so I'll continue holding this. If we look at Meta Platforms, I own 0.22 shares in Meta Platforms at a value of £105 and 99 pence, and I've got a return of 6.15% on this, and they've started paying dividends, which is a low dividend of 0.25%, so I'll carry on holding this stock. And the next one is Money Group, which they have the website Money Supermarket in the UK. And with this one, I own 47.20 shares at a value of £92 and 52 pence. And I've actually gone into the red on this by 7.02%. But they pay a dividend of 6.23%. I'll continue holding for the time being on Money Group. And National Grid, which is okay, I own shares of 9.98 shares in National Grid at a value of £93 and 37 pence. It's slightly in the red currently, so I'm not too worried about this. Okay, they pay a good dividend of 5.53%. I'll continue holding this. And this is Nvidia. I've done okay in the past with Nvidia, but currently I've bought and sold shares in Nvidia and made a profit, but the shares that I've bought currently, they're actually in the red at the moment. I own 0.86 shares at a value of £94 and 84 pence, and this has gone in the red by around 5%. Nvidia, and Nvidia, this is a growth stock, but they started paying a dividend, slight dividend of 0.02%. So I'll continue holding Nvidia. And Palantir Palantir, I hold around 2 shares in Palantir at the value of £108.93. I've bought and sold stock in Palantir before and made a good profit on it. I'm going to hold this for the long term. So far I've made a return of 9.09%. And Palantir don't pay any dividends. A growth stock that I'm holding. The next one is Primary Health Properties. This one's done quite badly at the moment. Let's see if it picks up. And I hold it still though. I own 96.60 shares in Primary Health Properties at a value of £91.08. And my returns are in the negative by 8.46% on this. They pay a good dividend of 7.31%. I'll continue holding. Qualcomm. With the Qualcomm, I own 0.38 shares at a value of £49.33. This is slightly in the negative. I'll continue holding this. They pay a dividend of 1.53%, but I'm holding it more of a growth stock than a dividend stock on this one. And Rio Tinto, which is a mining company. With this one I own 1.87 shares in Rio Tinto at a value of £94.58. This is gone in the negative by 4.94%. And they pay a dividend of 7.59%. I'm going to hold this until I get the dividends paid. Then I'll decide what to do with this. Sage Group. Sage is accounting software. They have. I own just over 10 shares at a value of £131.61. I've made a good gain on this one. Return of 32.27%. And they also pay a dividend of 1.5%. So I'll continue holding this stock. Schroders, with this one I've made a loss of 11.89%. I own 27.96 shares at a value of £87.67. And they pay a dividend of 6.84%. I'm waiting for the dividend. Once the dividend is paid out, then I'll decide what to do with this. But they've been paying dividends consistently. May keep it or may not. Let's see what happens with this. With Unilever, I own just over 2 shares in Unilever at a value of £98.98. And it's slightly in the red by 0.52%. Not too concerned about this. And they pay a dividend of 3.10%. I'll continue holding this. And United Utilities, United Utilities, I own 9.72 shares at a value of £108.77, and I've made a return of 9.32% on this, and they pay a dividend of 5.99%. I'll continue holding this stock. And the next one is a ETF, Vanguard S&P 500 accumulating ETF, which has the symbol VUAG. I own 4.18 shares at a value of £308.12, and I've made a return of 6.14% on this one. So all of the dividends are reinvested automatically back into this ETF. That's why it's accumulating ETF. So I'll continue holding this. This is going to be one of my long-term ETF holdings. The next one is Vertiv. With Vertiv, I own 0.58 shares at a value of £58.50, and this one's given me a good return of 17.18%, and they pay a slight dividend of 0.08%. I'm going to hold this for the long term as a growth stock, and this is my stock portfolio so far on the 3rd of December 2024. I'll invest some more this month, and currently my stock portfolio is at £4,395 and £4,395 because it's moving up and down because the UK market is live at the moment, and I hold quite a few UK based stocks in there. So 4,395, and my goal is to get to 100,000 within 4 years. So I'll continue giving you updates on my progress and show you my stock portfolio. I'll be going into detail in some of the stocks and give you the reason behind why I'm holding it. And all of this is not to be taken as financial advice, because I'm not a qualified financial advisor. I'm just doing it for my own benefit. I'm investing, I'm doing my own research and investing in the companies that I am comfortable with. So you can continue watching my videos for updates to watch the progress that I'm making towards reaching my portfolio goal of £100,000. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe